There was an interesting conversation in this moment in the chat, so I was a little bit distracted, let's say. But it's only my fault that I wasn't enough concentrated. The same line, we already checked out that, we already discussed the opening part, but I really don't like when I'm playing long matches, especially online, to repeat the same mistakes, or if I ever didn't like the previous position, I try all the time to improve, or at least change the strategy. Try to surprise the opponent. Don't surprise yourself like spending 20 minutes to find out a novelty. Try to surprise the opponent like a new move, like move what you really believe in, confident. I know that h5 is not super bad, because if h4, okay, I'm gonna have this square, he's going to have this square, I'm gonna have this square like that too. So blockout g4 is one of the basic strategy. I think h5 is a quite playable, because if he used to play g3, no more knight is going there. h3, I repeat, the idea of h3 is a very suitable, comfortable square for the knight trying to go here, and as we saw the previous games, is ever able to organize some kind of powerful attacking on the king side part. At the same time, I'm still having the hugest ever weakness in every Sicilian, the pawn d6. By the way, this position, of course, is slightly different, because this time I try Knightsdorf, it's not with the knight c6 variation. This time I try Knightsdorf. But again, the pawn structure is a bit different compared to the usual. I'm not sure why I didn't push directly d5. That's the plan, to play bishop, past bishop e6, so after pawn takes, knight takes, bishop even here, I can eliminate the bishop pair, with the price to destroy my kingside castling. But this is good deal, very good deal. And if knight takes, I'm happy to capture by both pieces, still attacking him. So this is not so okay for white. I used to play more positional, more keeping the pressure. But white is all the time having a slightly better position, because he all the time can jump on d5. He did it now. I can hot recommend to not hurry up with that move, especially when you have more control than me. Let's calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4 times pressure of d5. That means I can never play d5 anymore when I miss that previous moment. That means that white is supposed to step on d5 in every single in advance moment. So first you can care about king's position, first you can care about complex working, means bring both rooks or one of those in the center, increase the pressure of d6, and when you're completely ready, then you can jump on d5. The problem of d5 now is I simply take and play bishop f5 automatic, and now you are the guy who is under attack. This is good for black because bishop is going to the one of the biggest diagonals. That's why this simplification is not that great. If the pawn was already on g4 and block out bishop f5, yes, then makes sense to jump on d5. But before that, I don't think so. Knight d5 is good deal. I think the best for white could be simple kingside castle, either a4, because after a6 the Knightsdorf setup is more or less connected with the b5, pushing b4 and counter-attack on the queenside part. So a4 is a kind of very fresh move. Knight c5 maybe, but it's not that deep pressure. You can still jump on d5 if you'd like. Okay, so he jumped on d5, I counterattack him, he pushed c3. Rook c1 seems like more flexible because it's not only defending, but he wanna support his pawn by c4, and in advance c5 could think about b4, c5. This domination on the queenside part because of the pawn majority. 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3. out my fan club in chess.com if you're interested to go there and play daily chess for me. Rook c1 with that plan was slightly better because c3, now these squares are quite weak. And I was trying to use them as fast as possible. Eliminate the knight. The question is if he's scary to make a kingside castle. Where is the problem of kingside castle? So I don't know what during the game I was thinking even about stepping here, not only d3, because d3 is not really attacking anybody. So I think after castle I could go for the queen d7 also. This is plan, and then knight to e4. Queen is quite limited because wherever you step here there is a discover attack. So retreat to d1 is I guess not his dreaming position. Maybe that's why he eliminated the knight either here. But now I have a bishop pair. Not that really a problem with the d6, the basic weakness in every single Sicilian. So I can simply organize my pieces like that way. h4, g4. Now which direction is supposed to be the bishop? The idea of h4 is a little bit breakthrough because his king is already there. I already like so much my position, so I thought I was totally winning. I told you I just blundered in the end. Bishop g6. I think keep that diagonal was quite good, but here, for instance, I spent 10 seconds to choose. I think both directions could be good. One plan of me was going to this diagonal, and the second plan was keep this pressure. Bishop g6. I think for him to exchange the queens, eliminate any single chance to win the game. Because endgame is a very, very, very comfortable for me. Not sure what has to be his plan. I was a little worried about when this knight was still here. So he could organize the pieces because my king stay in the center. So he could organize the pieces through that way. Centralize both rooks. Get rid of pin, like king h2. And trying to push f4. That could be in my mind if I'm white. Because black king... it's hard to go to the queenside castle. White can organize himself much better also there, like push this pawn storm on the queenside part. So queenside castle in this case could be very, very risky for white, for black. That's why I think so if I stay here, maybe I should be provoked now to go for the kingside castle, but in advance you can think about that maneuver and attack me. Or again king h2 and f4, something like that. Here, yeah, or knight c1, knight d3, another plan. Not sure how good could be f4. Because black is the guy with the bishop pair, so he could generate problems in front, not white. It's not so fantastic for white, but maybe better than exchange of queens. Because now I call this like one-sided playing. I was expecting pushing the v4, alright, and now he has a quite strong center. That's stable. I don't really have a f5. My light square bishop is in a cage. I can activate him a little bit later through this way. Dark square bishop covers very, very important squares. I can also move him to the queenside part and control this diagonal. I could do everything here, but could be eventual draw too. If he ever reach that pawn somehow, like that, could be targeting soon. Also not so good to push so much. On the other hand, I want to double my rooks like that way. I want to activate the lights for bishop through that way. It's a forever weakness on e4. But he can try to hold on. He can definitely try to hold on this endgame. He didn't do that. King f2, f5, push. I told you I had a bishop pair, so I was trying to open up the position for sure. Here we go. Exchange here. It's not so good for me, seems like. Maybe keep both rooks is more playable. Push. There we go. e4. Some more tactics are coming on the board. Because if I don't push again, maybe he's able to close the game. Like that way, like that way. And now only with the one rook, maybe I cannot do so much. Yeah, black is slightly better, but e4 was a very, very forcing way. Because now d5 is extremely weak. If he tried to go there, this was the main problem. Bishop b5, some more tactics. So I think he has only one move in front. Bishop takes e4, and that was my plan. I think here I spent about more than a minute to play first rook e8, organize my attacking here, or first to capture h3. I have two strong candidates. If I first come here, I realize that rook g1 is a very unpleasant during the game. I mentioned that. It's a good counterattack. I'm already lost the pawn. I already lost the pawn on e4. So if I take the bishop, take here, I'm not sure how good is this line. There are about some more tactics. Here we go, connected with the fork. Takes h3. I took on h3 finally, and now not sure if I choose the correct direction. Seems like bishop f6 is better. Cover that, cover that. I go here. Me, 8. I was confident that I was winning here, but seems like it's not so much. Only now, okay. I push h3, but I didn't see his next move that he's able to bring the rook back. I mentioned immediately after the game that probably bishop takes f4 was completely winning. After pawn takes now, he's not able to stop the pawn. I can sacrifice the rook, whatever he's doing like that. The whole plan is just eliminate him and promote, unstoppable promote, because I cover h6 square. He's not really able to stop the pawn so far. So whatever he's doing, even if now bring the rook back, the other threat is of course boom, 4 key. Check out if he capture with the king, if there's something different. No. Anyway, I plan to sacrifice and push. Why rook g1 now doesn't work? Because first in between check and push. Incredible. I saw that. I was calculating, I think I was calculating that plan move ago, and then immediately after he played knight f4 by accident, I push immediately h3. So seems like I forgot what was my plan. This was my general plan. Eliminate him, push. Unstoppable pawn. Whatever he's doing, I promote this pawn. Actually, he's having a good counterattack like rook g1 here. I don't know what I could play against rook g1. I'm able to take even here, like in between. Gonna be pawn up. Still these two connected pass pawns. And you still have two rooks on the board. I mean, one rook on the board doesn't matter the opposite color of bishops. Bishop takes here is possible. Bishop d3 is also possible because of that way. Now will be a rook endgame with a two connected pass pawns on the one side of the board. Completely winning has to be. This is the other threat. Yeah, bishop d3 is a unique move. I'm not sure I could find out that. Maybe I could, because this was the main approach of rook e8. Attacking most of all on e3, on the backward. So bishop takes f4. The game was over. More drawish move here for him was a rook e6. Unique move. Probably everyone overestimated that move because he's not doing so much. He's not forcing trade off the rooks. I can simply check him, yeah. Now after knight f4, he seems like safety. I don't have a g5 because rook takes h6. I don't have the same pattern like that. h3, alright, I want to check him, but now king is closer. So I have nothing here. White is even much better because he's attacking me already here. I'm under some back rank problems after bishop g6 and f5, and so on. Rook e6, very good move of him. Nobody saw that move. Okay, I took now, but now it's not anymore the same. Okay, step by step, I realize that I'm already under trouble. Tap the pawn, cheat. Now bishop g6, and I think he has excellent position here. I'm forever under that threat. Bishop g6 was keeping some pressure. And of course I wanted to organize my pieces first rook h8 and then king g6, either king h6, king g5 and thread that way. Or activate the rook through this way. Doesn't really matter, or through this way. But I changed the move order and somehow play king g6 and make like this. Bishop f7 though, bishop f7. I lost the game by bishop f7. That's amazing how you're fighting all your game, how you're calculating so much, how to promote h-pawn. You can never think about draw here because you're still in your mind. You're something extra because these two connected pass pawns could be very, very powerful to the end of the game. Even if you exchange the rooks, there is a chance for black to win the game. Because all structure of white could be simply fixed. I have a dark square bishop and I fixed everything on the other side of the board. He has also two extra pawns on the other side of the board, but I don't really count them. So probably any mouse slip like that. I could even go in this way just to open up the rook. This was the basic setup, what was in my mind. I thought I'm gonna play this position, let's say 50 more moves, and I'm gonna win it. I was confident. It's a one side of playing. And boom! In one move the game is over, chat. That's the life.